지금까지. 지금 라면 이걸 있을 리가 없어. Dia.
And audio audio.
What were we doing?
Boy, when teacher has to come up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hungry to go there. Don't know
Uh-huh.
Plan to traffic the.
When you come in, All right, ladies and gentlemen. What you are witnessing right now is the Bible squeeze of the Anglican Teachers Association right here at the Anglican School inside St. Patrick's. We were called it to start at 1.
Just 1, 2.
We were just waiting on someone
one,
to arrive, and they're here. So,
6.
in the next
1, 6.
2 to 3 minutes, we will start the Bible quiz for you. Thank you for your patience.
Test 1, test 1, 2.
Hello.
Test 1. Test 1, 2. Test. Test 1, 2, test 2.
Yeah, she is. Really good. Yes, she is. You, Mono.
one. This, two, one. This. I'm excited.
Test 2.
This, one. This, 1, 2. Hey.
Test 1, 2. Test 2.
This, 2. This, 1, 2. 1. This. Hey. This, 2.
Test 2. Two, test 2, 1, 2. Two, test 2, 1, 2.
This, 2, 1, 2. This, 2. This, 2.
Test 2.
This, 2, 1. This, 2. This, 2.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. And I am unofficially welcoming you to the second annual Gata Primary School Bible Quiz. At this point, I will call on Father Broker, the manager of the St. Patrick's Anglican School, to come and do the invocation first. Father Broker.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me welcome you to this, your quiz. And as I say a little prayer with you, I'm hoping that the best person wins. That's what he said, the best person wins. Let's bow our heads in prayer. Almighty God, the giver of knowledge, who understands us humankind, and did create in us that spirit of competition. Help us this evening as we try to impart that knowledge that He has given to us, that we will do so in all honesty and sincerity, acknowledging that some will win and some will lose, depending on the occasion that confronts them. We pray, O God, that as we impart this knowledge, it will not be a kind of laughter, but a kind of joy that each one of us will deliver as God allows us to do so in His presence. So, dear God, we ask you to guide our thoughts, keep us focused, and so as we deliver, each one of us will do so with understanding that we are doing our best. This we ask through Jesus the Christ. Amen.
Thank you very much, Father Broker. So good afternoon once again to our teachers, principal, students, persons watching us via social media. Good afternoon and welcome to St. Patrick, the best parish in Grenada, Crown City. So we want to welcome you. At this time, I would invite the president of the Grenada Anglican Teachers Association, Mrs. Shirin Labo-Julian, to officially welcome you. So let's welcome her as she comes to officially welcome us.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great pleasure as president of the Grenada Anglican Teachers Association to warmly welcome each and every one of you to our annual Gata Bible Knowledge Quiz here at St. Patrick's Anglican School. Today is a very special occasion as we gather together in faith, fellowship, and friendly competition to celebrate not only our knowledge of God's Word, but also the values, wisdom, and guidance it provides in our daily lives. On behalf of GATA, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our distinguished guests, our principals, teachers, parents, supporters, quiz coordinators, and of course, our brilliant participants from the various schools represented here. Your presence makes this event even more meaningful, and we are truly grateful for your support. A special welcome goes out to our contestants. You have worked hard, studied diligently, and prepared yourselves for this moment. Today is not just about winning, but about learning, growing, and deepening our understanding of the Bible. As it says in Psalm 119:105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. May this quiz inspire each of us to continue walking in God's light. We are honored to host the event at St. Patrick's Anglican School, and we thank everyone who contributed their time, effort, and dedication to making today possible. As we begin, let us embrace the spirit of unity, respect, and Christian fellowship. May this competition be filled with joy, encouragement, and excellence. Welcome once again to the annual GATA Bible Knowledge Quiz and St. Patrick's Anglican School. May God bless you all, and may the best team shine brightly today. Thank you.
Before we move on, this quiz would not have been possible without some sponsors. So we acknowledge GIS, Government Information Service, Archdeacon Marshall, Kimron Corian, Mr. Kerry Salfari, Mrs. Lisha Alexander, SJ's Tutoring, Streets Creative Studio, Ms. Deltris Laborde, Mr. William Patterson, and Mr. Kojo. Today's quiz would be officiated by some well-rounded VOS officials.
And we have our moderator, Ms. Vanilla Noel. Let's give our moderator. And we appreciate our moderator. Our moderator came from overseas to be here to moderate. So we welcome Ms. Vanilla Noel to carry to St. Patrick. Mr. Laurie John, the judge. Next, Ms. Bonner Samuel, Ms. Andrea Dick, and Mrs. Laurel Bridgman Modest, the scorers. Timekeeper, Mr. Ziegel Jeffrey. And our projectionist, Ms. Kaden Francois. It's nice to have all of you, and we appreciate you taking the time out to officiate and make this quiz possible. At this time, I would welcome Mr. Laurie John to come and give you the rules. So participants, I want you to, before Mr. John comes, we would invite the participants to come up. If you look, your schools, they are labeled, so you come up. So the first school is St. Patrick's Anglican School. So the principal from St. Patrick's Anglican School, can you please come? The next school, Morris Anglican. The next school, Holy Innocents Anglican School. St. George's Anglican Junior School. defending champions, St. John's Anglican School. St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School. And St. Giles Anglican School. Let's give the participants a round of applause. It takes a lot to come up here to participate in a quiz. So I want to encourage us to clap for them, cheer them on, no going, okay? And this time I will call Mr. John to come and give the quiz rules.
All right. Warm and pleasant good afternoon to those of us who are present this afternoon. And let me also say a very special welcome to the participating schools and the students who are representing their schools. The following will be the general rules for the quiz and also the instructions for round 1. When we get to round 2 and 3, we will give you those instructions accordingly. General rules. Listen attentively. The quiz comprises 3 rounds, each with its unique format and scoring system. Each team comprises 3 students, but only 2 students are allowed on the stage at any given time. Teams can change participants when a round is finished. 3, there will be no often questions. 4, any form of cheating, including receiving help from others, will result in disqualification. 5, the total maximum score for the quiz is 200 points. So these are your general rules. Round 1 is called Bible Trivia. Round 1 is called Bible Trivia. So listen how round 1 is going to go. The numbers 1 to 35 will be projected. Participants will choose a number and the quiz master will read the question assigned to the number. So you're going to have numbers projected from 1 to 35. The school is going to choose a number. The quiz master is going to read the question associated with the number, and you are going to respond accordingly within the allotted time. The quiz master reads the question, of course, once you have chosen the number. Participants answer verbally within 20 seconds of the question being read. Students can make many attempts as possible within the 20 seconds that you have to answer. Each correctly answered question earns 10 points. And there are 5 questions per team in this round. So each team, by the end of this round, will answer 5 questions each. These are your general rules. These are the instructions for round 1. May the best school win.
Thank you very much, Mr. John. And now Now, the quiz is going to begin. So I now hand you over to the moderator, Ms. Noel.
Thank you, and pleasant afternoon, everyone. We begin with St. Patrick's Anglican School. Which disciple cut off the ear of the high priest's servant during Jesus' arrest?
Peter.
Correct.
Number 24.
Okay, so going forward, the questions will be read twice, and then you will offer your answers. Morris, give us your number again, please.
Number 24.
Where was Jesus crucified?
The place.
Where? We'll be repeating. Where was Jesus crucified?
The place of the skull. Golgotha.
Can you try one more time? Continue. Correct. Holy innocents. State whether the following statement is true or false. State whether the following statement is true or false. Jesus told Nicodemus, "You must be born again." Jesus told Nicodemus, "You must be born again."
True.
Correct. So now we have to applaud the correct answer. St. George's Anglican. State whether the following statement is true or false. State whether the following statement is true or false. Jesus fed 5,000 men with 5 loaves and 2 fish. Jesus fed 5,000 men with 5 loaves and 2 fish.
True.
Correct. St. John's. Who did Jesus heal that was sick with a fever in Mark 1? Who?
Peter's mother-in-law.
Correct. St. Andrew's Anglican.
Number 15.
At what event did Jesus perform his first miracle? At what event did Jesus perform his first miracle?
At the Feast of the Jews.
Incorrect, try again.
At the wedding dinner.
Okay, we'll accept that, correct? St. Giles. At the pool of Bethesda, how long had the impotent man suffered? At the pool of Bethesda, how long had the impotent man suffered?
Yes.
Correct. We go back to St. Patrick's.
True.
What job did Simon Peter and Andrew have before following Jesus? What job did Simon Peter have before following Jesus? Correct.
Number 9.
When Jesus washed the disciples' feet, who objected at first? When Jesus washed the disciples' feet, who objected at first?
Baptist. David.
Alright, try again.
Peter.
Correct. For the innocent?
Number 17.
What is the shortest verse in the Bible?
Jesus wept.
Correct. St. George's Anglican?
31.
Who was the person that first told Jesus the wedding had run out of wine? Who was the first person that told Jesus at the wedding that wine had run out?
The servant.
Correct, try again. Correct answer, Jesus' mother, Mary. St. John's.
Number 21.
According to John 11:25, what did Jesus say? According to John 11:25, that's chapter 11, verse 25. What did Jesus say?
I am the way, the truth, and the light.
Try again.
A good shepherd.
Correct.
The bread of life.
Incorrect. Correct answer. I am the resurrection and the life.
Yeah, thanks. Tomorrow, please, Lord. Okay.
Mic test.
Right. Testament.
Okay.
Testing, testing.
Just for clarification, when the question is asked, the responses within 20 seconds can be any number of responses. It is not limited to 2 or 3. It is any number of responses offered within the 20 seconds. Is that understood? Silence is consent. Okay, so St. Andrews, you're up.
Double-I-T.
Who wrote the Gospel of John? Who wrote the Gospel of John?
Moses.
Try again.
Mark.
Correct.
Simon.
Try, you have time. Once you have time, you try.
Simon.
Correct.
Peter. Matthew.
Correct.
Bartholomew.
John. Correct answer, John. St. Giles?
Question 6.
Question 6. Who came to Jesus at night to ask questions about being born again? Who came to Jesus at night to ask questions about being born again?
Nicodemus.
Correct. St. Patrick's Anglican?
2.
What does John 3:3 say? What does John chapter 3 verse 3 say?
I am the way, the life, and I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Incorrect. Try again. The correct answer, you must be born again. Monk Morris?
Number 7.
What kind of stories did Jesus use to teach lessons? What kind of stories did Jesus use to teach lessons?
Scriptures.
Try again.
Pharisees.
Try again.
The Bible.
Incorrect. Answer, parables. Holy Innocents?
11.
According to Mark, what was the first title given to Jesus in the Gospel? According to Mark, what was the first title given to Jesus in the Gospels?
The Word.
Try again. Son of God, answer. St. George's?
Number 14.
Who wrote the Gospel of Mark? Who wrote the Gospel of Mark?
Mark.
Correct. St. John's?
Number 13.
In John chapter 18, verse 10, what did Simon Peter do to the high priest's servant?
He cut off its hair?
Correct. St. Andrews?
26.
According to John chapter 3, verse 16, what did Jesus promise to those who believe in him? According to John chapter 3, verse 16, what did Jesus promise to those who believe in him?
Everlasting life?
Correct. St. Giles?
Question 22.
What did Jesus use to wash his disciples' feet? What did Jesus use to wash his disciples' feet? Oh, incorrect. Try again.
Water.
Give us everything.
Well,
Okay. Correct answer? All right, so we'll accept water as your answer. Okay, correct. So let's give him a round of applause. St. Patrick's?
10.
Who was the first to see Jesus after his resurrection according to Mark chapter 16?
Mary Martha. Mary Magdalene.
Correct. Mount Moritz?
Number 18. Oh, this is funny.
Who said this famous line? What is truth? Who said this famous line? What is truth?
Jesus.
Incorrect. Try again.
John.
Incorrect.
Peter.
Incorrect.
Andrew.
Incorrect. Pontius Pilate. Holy Innocents?
Number 12.
State whether the following statement is true or false. State whether the following statement is true or false. Jesus called Simon and Andrew while they were mending their nets. Jesus called Simon and Andrew while they were mending their nets.
True.
Correct? Due to the true and false, they will have just one option, right? And we understand why. Yes.
Well, I'm just saying yes, we understand, right? Audience with us? Yes. Due to the nature of true or false, it could only be one answer given, okay? Right. Okay, thanks for your patience there as we deliberated a little bit. Now, as we mentioned, due to the nature of true or false, your first response is what we will accept, right? So you will not be allowed the 20-second parameter like the other questions because it's true or false, right? Everybody understands?
Yes.
Very good. All right, so St. George's?
29.
Complete the verse from John chapter 10, verses 27. Complete the verse from John chapter 10, verses 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they blank me. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they blank me.
Love me.
Incorrect, try again.
Know me.
Incorrect.
Hear me.
Incorrect.
Time.
Correct answer, follow. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. St. John's?
Number 16.
Who were Lazarus' sisters?
Mary and Martha.
Correct. St. Andrews?
28.
Jesus compared the kingdom of God to what tiny seed?
A mustard seed.
Correct. St. Giles?
Question 27.
State whether the following statement is true or false. State whether the following statement is true or false. Mark is the shortest gospel in the Bible. Mark is the shortest gospel in the Bible.
False.
Incorrect. The answer is true. All right, St. Patrick's?
25.
What did Jesus say he is in the statement? I am the blank of the world. What did Jesus say he is in the statement? I am the blank of the world.
The light.
Correct. Montgomery?
Number 23.
What does the word gospel mean? What does the word gospel mean?
Scriptures.
Incorrect. Try again.
The word of God.
Incorrect. Answer, good news. Holy innocence.
Number 30.
What does John chapter 3 verse 3 say? What does John chapter 3 verse 3 say? You must be born again. St. George's?
Number 32.
What did Jesus say to stop the storm? What did Jesus say to stop the storm?
Peace. Be still. Peace be still.
Correct. St. John's?
Number 33.
State whether the following statement is true or false. State whether the following statement is true or false. Jesus carried his own cross all the way to Golgotha in Mark.
False.
Correct. St. Andrews?
34.
What does John chapter 6 verse 35 say? What does John chapter 6 verse 35 say? Answer, I am the bread of life. St. Giles?
Question 35.
Where in the Bible is the shortest verse found? Where in the Bible is the shortest verse found?
John?
So it is in John, correct? We'll accept. Specifically, John chapter 11, verse 35. So we'll accept John. Okay, this brings us to the end of round one. Can we applaud the efforts of our contestants for round one?
Mic check. 1. One, two.
Oh no, I like one.
One. Just before we give you the rules or the instruction for round 2, we want the teams or the schools to know that it is okay for you to change participant if you want to. All right, so please take note.
While we wait on the score for the end of round one, I just want to take this opportunity to make mention again of our sponsors or contributors for making this event possible. So of course we have Archdeacon Marshall, the Grenada Information Service, GIS, Mr. Kimon Corian, Mr. Kerry Salfali, Mrs. Lisha Alexander, SJ's Tutoring, Streets Creative Studio, Ms. Daldris Laborde, Mr. William Patterson, and Mr. Gerard Kochu. So these are the people responsible for today's event. Thank you.
All right, great. As we enter into the second round, just a reminder of the standing score for the schools. So St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School on 30 points, St. Giles Anglican School on 40 points, Holy Innocents Anglican School on 20 points, St. Patrick's Anglican School on 40 points, St. John's Anglican School on 40 points, Mount Moritz Anglican on 20 points, and St. George's Anglican School, Junior School, on 30 points. Can we give them a round of applause so far on their performance? All right, listen carefully. Round two is called the Kahoot metrics. It's called the Kahoot metrics. These are your instructions. There are 10 questions in this round. There are 10 questions in this round. The quiz master reads questions while projected on the screen. So they are going to be, your question will be projected on the screen, the same question that the quiz master is going to read. The participants must choose the correct answer A, B, or C. You must choose the correct answer A, B, or C. You have been provided with paddles that are labeled A, B, or C. In answering, you are to show the table so that the judge and the scorers can see the correct answer from your paddle, which is A, B, or C. You have 20 seconds in which your answer must be provided. You have 20 seconds in which your answer must be provided, and each correct answer earns 5 points. Each correct answer earns 5 points. All the best in round 2, Kahoot metrics. All right, so just for additional clarity, when you show your paddles, you are going to keep it up until we let you know it's okay to put it down. Yes? Okay? All right, great. Once they are up, please note that you cannot change your answer. So if you put it up with the side showing A to us, A is your answer. You cannot change it once it's up. All right.
Okay, so you have a chance to communicate with your partner there, and then you show your answer.
One.
Okay, teams, are we ready? Question 1. Who is described in John chapter 1 as a man sent from God to bear witness about the light? A. John the Baptist. B. Nicodemus. C. Andrew. Every team has to show their paddle and just keep it up until the judges. Okay, and going forward, you will raise your paddles all together. All right, so I'll indicate. Right, okay, so when you hear the bell goes after the 20 seconds, all paddles should be raised. Is that clear? All right, so judges, the correct answer is A, John the Baptist. Question 2. Which chapter in Mark describes the transfiguration of Jesus? A. Mark chapter 9. B. Mark chapter 4. Or C. Mark chapter 1.
I don't really know him. I don't know. Okay, which one you choose? Okay, which one? A, B, or C?
The correct answer, A, Mark chapter 9. Keep the paddles up, keep the paddles up. Remember, the judges need to see. All right. Question 3. Paddles down. Okay, question 3. According to Mark,
Which brothers did Jesus first
call to follow him? A. James and John. B. Philip and Nathaniel. C. Simon and Andrew. Paddles up. Correct answer C. Simon and Andrew. Remember, you keep your paddles up until the judges and scorer is finished.
You might not get that clue. Yeah, that's the thing that matters. Everybody got 10. We got 5.
Question 4. Paddles down. Who was released by Pilate instead of Jesus? A. Judas. B. Barabbas. C. Joseph.
Can't be Joseph. Barabbas? Who's Barabbas? What will it be?
Correct answer B. Barabbas. Keep the paddles up.
Am I idiot? Everybody. Yes.
Paddles down. Question 5. Where did Jesus meet the Samaritan woman? A. At a well. B. At a temple. C. At a market. Paddles up. Keep them up. Correct answer A. At a well. Keep the paddles up until the judges. Thank you. Keep the paddles up. Okay, paddles down. Question 6. Which town was Lazarus from? A. Capernaum. B. Cana. C. Bethany. Paddles up. Correct answer C. Bethany. St. Giles, remember you keep your paddles up. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, paddles down. Moving on to question 7. What did people wave at Jesus as he entered Jerusalem? A. Flags. B. Balloons. C. Palm branches. Correct answer, C. Palm branches. Lovely. Paddles down. Question 8. What title is Jesus called in the Gospel of John? A. The light. B. The word. C. The vine. Correct answer, B. The word. Keep the paddles up. Paddles down. Question 9. How many verses does the longest chapter in Mark have? How many verses does the longest chapter in Mark have? A. 76. B. 56. C. 47. Paddles up. Correct answer, B. 56. Paddles down. The final question for round 2, number 10. What did the angel say to the woman at the tomb? A. He is sleeping. B. He has gone to Galilee only. C. He is risen. He is not here. Paddles up. Correct answer, C. He is risen. He is not here.
Okay, thank you. All paddles down. Let's give it up for round 2.
Good afternoon once again. Good afternoon once again. I'm not one to talk much, but I must remind you of our sponsors. GIS, Government Information Service, Archdeacon Marshall, Kimron Corian, Mr. Kerry Salfari, Mrs. Lisha Alexander, SJ's Tutoring, Streets Creative Studio, Miss Deldris Laborde, Mr. William Patterson, Mr. Kojo, and Miss Solange Logie. So these are our sponsors. Thank you for making Grenada Anglican Teachers' second annual Bible Knowledge Quiz a success. And Tropic Fish Inc.
One, two. One, two, one. Check. All right, just so that the schools know, for the third round, which is the power round, all 3 participants representing the school should be seated on the stage. All 3 participants.
One. I think I have a little bit more volume now. All right, so we are getting ready to commence the final round. But just before we do so, these are the current points standing. St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School is on 60 points. St. Giles Anglican School, 80 points. Holy Innocents Anglican School, 50 points. St. Patrick's Anglican School, 75 points. St. John's Anglican School, 85 points. Monkmorris on 55 points. And St. George's Anglican School, Junior School, 65 points. Can we give them one more round of applause at the end of the second round? All right, so the points are not too far apart. So it means that anyone can win the whole thing all together. Round 3 is called the power round. Round 3 is called the power round. But listen carefully. The quiz master reads 20 questions at every 10 seconds. So after every 10 seconds, you are going to hear a quiz question. Participants write their responses on a sheet of paper that has been provided for you. So that sheet that you have in front of you, you are going to write your answers on the sheet that have been provided for you. So that means question 1, you write the answer by question 1. Question 2, you write the answer by number 2 on the paper that has been provided for you. And you do that all the way down to question 20. All right? Each correctly answered question earns 5 points. Each correctly answered question earns 5 points. All writing must stop after the last 10 seconds of reading the final questions. So when we're down to question 20, you have 10 seconds to respond, and then all writing should stop. Writing beyond the allotted time will result in disqualification. So you must stay within the 10 seconds. In the event that there is a tie, a sudden death round will be conducted. Participants will answer additional questions until a winner emerges. That's round 3, the power round. All the best in your third round.
Our teams ready? Now I will repeat the questions, then your 10 seconds will follow. As soon as the bell goes, I start the next question. Question 1. Who helped carry Jesus' cross? Who helped carry Jesus' cross? Complete the I am statement. I am the way, the blank, and the life. Complete the I am statement. I am the way, the blank, and the life. Number 3. Who denied Jesus? Who denied Jesus? Number 4. Who was the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus to be crucified? Who was the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus to be crucified? Question 5. Who is the, not who, let me take that again. Question 5. What is the 4th book of the New Testament? What is the 4th book of the New Testament? Number 6. What animal did Jesus ride into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday? What animal did Jesus ride into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday? Seven. Which disciple was known for doubting Jesus' resurrection until he saw Jesus himself? Which disciple was known for doubting Jesus' resurrection until he saw Jesus himself? Number 8. What was Jesus placed in after he was crucified? What was Jesus placed in after he was crucified? Number 9. How many times was Jesus denied? How many times was Jesus denied? Number 10. Who were the sons of Zebedee? Who were the sons of Zebedee? According to Mark,
How many days was Jesus tempted in the wilderness? According to Mark, how many days was Jesus tempted in the wilderness? Number 12. What animal made a sound before Peter denied Jesus? What animal made a sound before Peter denied Jesus? "13. Who asked Jesus, how can a man be born when he is old? Who asked Jesus, how can a man be born when he is old? 14. Which disciple is known for asking Jesus to show him the Father? Which disciple is known for asking Jesus to show him the Father? The Bible verse, number 15, the Bible verse that begins with, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son," can be found in which book, chapter, and verse? The Bible verse that begins with, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son," can be found in which book, chapter, and verse? Question 16. How many days had Lazarus been in the tomb when Jesus arrived? How many days had Lazarus been in the tomb when Jesus arrived? "17. Who did Jesus call the rock? Who did Jesus call the rock?" "18. Who did Jesus call a devil among the 12? Who did Jesus call a devil among the 12? "19. In which river was Jesus baptized? In which river was Jesus baptized?" And number 20. How many disciples did Jesus choose? How many disciples did Jesus choose? All pencils down. This brings us to the end of round 3. Let's give it up once again. Okay, Ms. Bridgman, can you assist in picking up the papers?
Patterson, Miss Solange Logie, Miss Deldris Laborde, Mr. Kerry Salfali, SJ's Tutoring, Tropic Fish Inc. And I think that's in St. John. Right. So we just want to thank all of our sponsors and Mr. Kojo, Mr. Gerard Kojo, the principal of Samaritan Presbyterian School. Thank you. We just want y'all to know that we appreciate you guys. So, yeah, that's what I was doing on the mic. Thank you.
1, 2. Right. We want to thank everyone for their patience in waiting. And at this point, the judges, the scorers, the quiz master, we all want to thank all of the schools for participating and the students that represent the different schools. Job well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good. The following point standard will reveal the top 3 schools over 3 rounds of quiz. So in third place on 155 points, we have St. Giles Anglican School. Congratulations to you. In second place, on 165 points, we have St. Patrick's Anglican School. And in first place, on 175 points, put your hands together for St. John's Anglican School. Again, congratulations. You all did a fantastic job, and you should be proud of yourselves. Thank you so much.
So congratulations to all our boys and girls. They participated well. Let's give them a round of applause. Also want to congratulate the teachers who would have invested their time and their effort to ensure that the students were prepared. There were a lot of questions that I didn't know the answer to. So I learned a lot from the quiz today, and we want to congratulate our boys and girls for making the effort. You all are winners. The fact that you studied and you came up here and you participated, you all are winners. So congratulations. At this time, we will have the presentation of certificates and medals. And I will invite Father Broker to join us as he distributes some of the certificates.
You did your best to get me famous here, right? Huh? You did your best to get me famous here.
Yes. So, over here. That's it. Okay. So we started with St. Patrick's Anglican School. So it's a certificate of participation. So boys and girls, you may leave the stage. Also from St. Patrick Anglican School, Hadassah Wint. Boys and girls, don't go so far. Huh? Oh, Jamie Paul. Zane Paul. So the students of Mount Morris, Gianni Dominic, Daniel Johnstone, boys and girls, do not go too far away. Holy Innocents Anglican School, Harmony Williams, Amara Felix, go down. And Macalia Henry. Thank you very much, Father Broker. Now invite Mr. Patterson. St. George's Anglican Junior School, Shadeya Buckmeyer, Jalil Felix, Kaden Batiste. St. John's Anglican Primary School, Sophia Welsh, Sophia Welsh, Karaji McEwen, Karaji McEwen. Samuel Hostin. St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School, Nicole Lewis. Aria Thomas. Zayden Antoine. St. Giles Anglican School, Prince Troy Sandy. Neymar Rubin. Aiden Batiste. Let's give all the participants a round of applause. Thank you very much, Mr. Patterson. We now have the presentation of medals for the third place winner. I now ask Mrs. Julien, President of Grenada Anglican Teachers Association, and we invite St. Giles Anglican School to come to receive your medals. Take a picture with them as I Congratulations, St. Giles Anglican. We now invite our second place winners, St. Patrick's Anglican School, Congratulations, St. Patrick's Anglican School. And our winner for the second time, 2 years in a row, St. John's Anglican School. Well done, St. John's Anglican School, winner for the second time. At this time, I will invite Archdeacon Marshall to come and present the trophy to the winners, St. John's Anglican School. Let's give them a round of applause. So I will now invite thank you very much, Archdeacon Marshall. Thank you, St. John's Anglican School. I will now invite Ms. Fisher to do the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to express words of thanks on behalf of the GATA Executive Body. Thanks be to God who has guided us here safely, and we trust that He guides us home safely. Father Broker, for inviting God's presence into today's proceedings, we say thank you. To our host school, St. Patrick's Anglican School, for welcoming us into your institution. With a warm and cooperative staff and students, we say thank you. To our chair, Mrs. Logie Mitchell, for your enthusiasm and smoothness in coordinating our annual quiz, we say thank you. To Mrs. Laborde Julian, President of the GATA Executive, for your enriching words of welcome and encouragement to our school teams, we say thank you. To our judges, scorers, timekeeper, moderator, technical operators, for working this quiz like a well-oiled machine with consideration and professionalism, we say thank you. To our amazing sponsors, the Government Information Service, Archdeacon Marshall, Mr. Kimron Corian, Mr. Kerry Salfali, Mrs. Alicia Alexander, SJ's Tutoring, Ms. Deldris Laborde, Mr. William Patterson, Streets Creative Studio, Ms. Solange Logie, Tropic Fish Inc., and Mr. Kujo. Your support is much appreciated, and we look forward to a continuing partnership. We say thank you. To our participating schools, a job well done. This quiz is nothing without your participation. Principals, teachers, parents, students, and you, our online viewers, your support means everything in guiding our students to greatness. One and all, we say thank you.